Captain America, his real name's Clarence. And Clarence's parents have a real nice marriage. Yo, I'm here to talk about Captain America, Brave New World. I know I'm the super last one late. I'm seeing this of Saturday. So me seeing this of Saturday, I might as well be in YouTube years, I might as well be reviewing Endgame. That's how late I am. But I had to come talk about this, you know. The internet is in such a frenzy. Rotten Tomatoes scores it, I think it's at a 50% now. And people turning on them back on Captain America. This is not my Captain America. Steve Rogers is my Captain America. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Wayne is Batman. Clark Kent is Superman. We know what we like. But are people not giving this movie a chance because Captain America is black?
Social media, Rotten Tomatoes, and a lot of racist YouTubers, viewers, movie reviewers, whatever, have a problem with Captain America 4. Not because of the content of its character, but the color of its skin. It's black!
Is that the real reason people not showing up to the box office? As for right now, I think Thursday's box office weekend was about $12 million, and I think that's very good. You know what I'm saying, for a brand new Captain America movie. Now, what do I think of this movie? Looking at this movie and seeing it throughout, is it terrible? Is it Thor: Love and Thunder bad? Is it The Marvels bad? No, not at all. I think this movie's pretty good, you know what I'm saying, to be actually honest with you. And I think Anthony Mackie actually carries the mantle pretty good as, you know, Captain America. Remember he played Tupac?
Yo, Pop, Big, can I get you to say a couple words from the camera?
Man, fuck your camera. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Come on. Hey, yo, check it out, motherfucker. I'm Tupac. I'm chilling here with my homeboy, the Notorious B.I.G. on the scene.
But no, Anthony Mackie's good here. You know who else is good here? Thunderbolt Ross. Excuse me, my thoughts are all over the place, but Harrison Ford plays the president here in this movie, Thunderbolt Ross. As you see, he also becomes the Red Hawk. There's no spoilers there. And the plot is pretty straight, you know what I'm saying? The plot, Ross wants to get the old gang back together, you know, the Avengers, so he forms a plan to do that. And then there's another subplot going on with adamantium and vibranium that's pretty cool. Speaking of vibranium, it's a dope touch for Sam Wilson, Captain America, to have the adamantium wings. I thought that was a real dope touch, and I thought it really lended to the action in this film. Speaking of the action in this film, this is where I get into some of my nitpicks. At the beginning of this movie, it starts off great, actually, and then like some of the action starts to happen, like some of the fight scenes. Like if you're gonna compare it to Winter Soldier, you just can't. You just can't even compare this movie to any other of the Captain America movies. It's on its own thing, and all the other Captain America movies are better. Yeah, but this doesn't mean this doesn't have a place in Marvel, and this moves Marvel forward, I believe, you know what I'm saying, with the storyline. This actually means something for the MCU, which I think is a good thing. I found the fight scenes at the beginning here to be sort of sluggish, like they were kind of punching like this and punching like this. It seemed really slow to me. You know what I'm saying? So, it was tight. Anthony Mackie just wasn't putting off those action scenes as well as I thought he was. But Anthony Mackie is also probably in my age, like in his mid to late 40s. And you know what I'm saying? I can understand it, but hey, there's no excuse. Keanu Reeves still John Wick, you know what I'm saying? They could have stepped those action scenes up a bit. It's a scene here in the air, like with jet fighter planes that just seem like I wasn't there. You know, I watched it in 3D, but it wasn't exciting. It just seemed like a cutscene. It seemed like it was fully CG. I didn't feel that, you know, like when they went up, like in Tom Cruise, when they went up in those airplanes and their face got zero gravity. I know they shot that practical, but they could use a little bit of that and mix it in. With this, I think it would have been a lot better product with the action. And another thing is his shield. Captain America's shield was always a character in the other films and shit too. This one feels like it just kind of, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it had the weight and the levity at the beginning in some of the fights. I wanted to see more of that shield, because the shield is actually a character in Captain America. You see a lot of it, and it does some stuff, but it doesn't do a lot like the older movies, you know what I'm saying? And that was a gripe to me. Another big gripe of this movie is a lot of exposition where the film just gets straight up boring. They just talk, and they talk, and they explain what's going on to you every single scene. Like there's one villain here I'm not gonna reveal, but like, god damn, I was like, can he please shut the fuck up? You're boring the shit out of me. I think this movie would be better with a tighter edit. Cut all that damn talking. I'm like, we know what's going on. We're not stupid. We don't need to be force-fed this plot. You said it like 45 times, you know what I'm saying? And some better dialogue, because the dialogue doesn't 100% work. Speaking of dialogue, they have another guy that's Falcon. It's the Falcon, the Winter Soldier. He gets on your nerves a little bit, but he didn't bother me that much because he was not in the film as much. Like, once again, you know who came to play? Harrison Ford, you know what I'm saying? Harrison Ford could have just phoned this in. Like I seen this last, even Indiana Jones, I thought that that last Indiana Jones, I thought he kind of phoned it in. He definitely phoned in the last couple Star Wars movies he was in. But no, he showed up. He was present here. He was pulling off a little acting. I was highly surprised. And I was thinking about this movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Harrison Ford. I like what Anthony Mackie's doing. I like some of his direction. I like the actual story because it moves the plot forward. What do I score this? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's straight. I don't hate this movie at all. It's about a 3. It's about a 3 in my book. And then the finale happened with the Red Hawk. And I'm thinking like, okay, this could just be on Disney Plus, and I wouldn't, you know, and it'd be fine. It'd be fine for a Saturday morning, afternoon. But then they turned up the notch when they turned on Red Hawk, and like, okay, this is where all the money went. I was like, I immediately perked up. That Red Hawk shit was fire, bro. I mean, that's like, yo, yeah, that's the best I ever seen the Hulk out of all the movies and shit. Like Avengers 1 and the Hulk, he was dope. He was dope as hell, but like they turned it up even more here with Brave New World with the Red Hawk. He was tight. You only get a little bit of him, you know what I'm saying? I think around 7 minutes, but that 7 minutes you get, like, you can't have 30 minutes of the Hulk. You just tear up the entire movie, son. But I really liked that they really showed his power set. Like, I could have used more, but like I was fine for what I got. So, Captain America, Brave New World, not tracking well as Marvel. I was even debating, should I see it? I've seen every Marvel movie in the theater, maybe besides like the Marvels, because I just want to see it. But I'm like, yo, it's February, Black History Month. We have a Black Captain America, which I'm down for, and I like Anthony Mackie, you know what I'm saying? And I love Harrison Ford, and there's a Red Hawk in it. Like, why would I skip that? I have to at least see what it's about from my, you know what I'm saying, myself. And I don't know, and like, you know, the internet, we're all critics now. Everybody want to do that thumbnail there. Oh, it's worse than the Sony universe, like Kraven the Hunter and the Venom movies. I didn't see Kraven the Hunter or Venom or Madam Web because I just didn't want to see him. I just don't know. I just didn't want to see him. But I was curious about this one. I didn't even know, because the internet dogged it so bad. But like, I got to form my own opinion when I actually thinking about this movie. And I actually think this movie is pretty good. It's not great. It's not better than the other Captain Americas. No, not at all. He's no Steve Rogers. I know they say that a lot in this film, but he's not. He's Sam Wilson, and that's good enough. And they go into him not taking the serum a lot in this movie. I think that's kind of makes him special a little bit with the vibranium wings and him not having the serum. He's like kind of like Batman in that sense. And it makes sense for his character, and I really did dig that. I wish they would have digged into a little bit more of him being black as Captain America and how America would really treat him like they actually treat him, trying like kind of now with the box office or that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people are not showing up to this movie because Anthony Mackie's black and he's Captain America. I don't know. It's definitely a good question to ask. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pull a race card, but I gotta call a spade, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a Red Hawk in this movie. If Steve Rogers was fighting the Red Hawk, would everybody show up here in February? Is a reason why Disney put this in February, because they didn't know what it was going to do. They didn't know how they would react to Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and I think he does fine. Okay, with all that said, you know, Captain America, I'm glad I went to go see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually glad I paid here, you know, paid my money to go see it. Like the Red Hawk, I'll pay another ticket just to watch that scene alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I went to see it. I think Anthony Mackie's fine, and I think Harrison Ford did a great acting job. The direction is decent. I'll definitely watch this again for sure. So my score was going to be like a 3.2 out of 5, but I'm going to bring it to a strong 3.5. I mean a strong 3.5. It's not the best thing ever, but it's definitely watchable. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely watchable. Had a great time, and it's not the best time ever in a Marvel movie, of course, but I think it stands alone. You know what I'm saying? It stands on its own, on his own accord. So yeah, that's my review there. Thanks for watching me and listening to my thoughts. If you really like this content, consider hitting that like button. If you really like the content, consider subscribing to the Q Review family. And you know the deal. Don't just stare at it. Eat it. Peace.
I'm out cold, you hoes been exposed. Walk up on you slow with the foe and unload. You got more left for dead on the road. I strode when your car got towed.